Hey guys, my name is Jung, and I'll be your tutor for today. We aren't in the best situation right now, so please have a little bit of patience with me. Anyway, today's lesson is on solving equations. So let's take a look at number 1 right here. X plus 3 equals 5. So in equations like these where we're trying to solve for a variable, we have to get x by itself. We have to isolate x. But right now, x is being added by 3. So we have to do the opposite of that, so they cancel out. So the opposite of adding 3 would be subtracting 3. And what that does is x plus 3, and then we subtract 3. That's basically x plus 0, since 3 minus 3 equals 0, they cancel out. And then x plus 0 is just x. So we got x by itself. Good. But remember, equations have to be equal. Well, obviously. So if we're going to do something to one side, we have to do it to the other, because they're supposed to be balanced. So to balance things out, to make it equal, if we're going to do minus 3 on the left side, then we have to do minus 3 to the other side. And then we get x. These cancel out. X equals 5 minus 3, which equals 2. And that is the answer. If you look here, x equals 2, and we look at the original equation, x plus 3 equals 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5, and that's correct. So we know that's the right answer. Feel free to pause or go back or slow down or whatever you need to do at any point in the video in order to get all of this. Let's try another problem right here. Let's try number 6. Z minus 1 equals 4. So z is, we have to get z by itself, but z is being subtracted by 1 right now. So the opposite of 1 would be plus 1. And then since we're doing it to one side, we have to do it to the other side, plus 1, to make things equal. So z minus 1, then plus 1 would be z, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. And then if we look at the original equation, 5 minus 1 equals 4, and that's correct. So z, that kind of looks like a 2, sorry. Z equals 5. There. And then solve all of these problems, and then come back. Come back when you're done, and then we'll do the next page here. And on the next page, it is asking to write an equation from the expression and then solve the equation. Okay. So let's look at number 1 here. The sum of p and 12 is 18. So the sum means sum is addition, so the sum is like total. So it means the sum of p and 12 would be p plus 12, and that's the sum of p and 12. And then is would mean equal, and that makes 18. P plus 12 equals 18, and like we did above, the opposite of adding 12 is subtracting 12. Is subtracting 12, and that leaves p by itself equals, and since we do since we minus 12 to one side, we have to do it to the other side, and that equals 18 minus 12 equals 6. So like that. So this p plus 12 equals 18 was the equation, and then the answer to that equation was 6. Give you a little bit of time to pause that. And then right here, write a word expression for an algebraic equation, then solve the equation. Oh, just the same thing. So we'll do one right here. So this time it's multiplication. 5y equals 25. So it's the same thing. What's the opposite of multiplying 5? It's dividing by 5. So 5 times y, and then divided by 5 again, would just be, let me write that down. Dividing by 5 again, would just leave it as y. They would cancel out. And then, since we're dividing by 5 on this side, we divide by 5 on that side. And we get 5 as our answer. Oh, oops, I totally forgot. It says we have to write a word expression. Okay, so we'll do that. Sorry about that. Since it's 5 times y, multiplication is product. So it would be the product of 5 and y, basically 5 times y, is equals 25. So that's our word expression right there. And then this is our equation. And then this is our answer right here in the box. I'll give you a second to pause if you need it, and then do this page also, and then come back when you're done. And then we're doing word problems now. In the morning, the temperature was -7. By noon, it had risen 11 degrees. What was the temperature at noon? So we start at -7, and then it has risen 11 degrees, so that's addition. And then that equals the temperature at noon, because that's what we're trying to solve. So -7 plus 11 would be 4. So the temperature at noon was 4 degrees Celsius. That is our answer right there. Give you a second to pause, and then do the problems on this page. And then this is our answer key if you need it. Thank you for listening. And I guess I'll see you next week. Bye.